listening to the No Invite Podcast.
Season 3.
The progression.
Follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast or look us up on YouTube at No Invite Podcast.
The best kept secret.
Hey. Roosters used to wake us in the morning. Mama got us paid us, not the Jordans. We were growing up just some poor kids. Maybe one day we'll hit the Forbes list. Forbes list. Mama got us paid us, not the Jordans. We were growing up just some poor kids. Maybe one day we'll hit the Forbes list.
Bang No Invite Podcast, we understand. Special edition. It's been a crazy week.
Crazy.
It's a special edition, special promo edition of...
Special promo edition. What's happening?
Special promo edition of the No Invite Podcast. So we definitely gonna have to drop some tracks on it. Maybe like one or two of the songs that you want, bro, off the album. But we got OBB Half in the building.
What's happening, y'all? It was really good.
Y'all already know.
This is a good old Sunday. We got all the games going on. Ain't nobody win that I really gave a fuck about, but you know what I mean? It's still, you know what I mean? It's game day. You know what I mean?
You gotta get your game face on regardless.
For real.
Hell yeah.
But no, what's happening though, Brody?
Shit, man. Chilling. You know how it goes, man. The usual, just trying to get out here and move around a little bit. We also got the mayor in the building. What's going on?
Motherfucking mayor.
I was rocking.
You know, alumni is in the building, you know what I mean?
Tell me, does this affect the mic?
No, I mean, just, you know, those important directly. We're going to pick it up regardless, you know what I'm saying? So as long as it's not like that, then like, we get to go. You know how it is. We got dabbers, we got people that smoke.
Hey, yeah, if y'all hear that noise, it's not a jet plane.
Definitely not. You know, we don't have the budget for those kind of sound effects on this podcast.
But I will blast off.
We're still struggling, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we got you know, in-house sound effects for sure. But this is a special edition of No Invite Podcast. We just did our first Zoom meeting.
How'd that go, Brody?
It went pretty good. It was another artist. You know, shout out to Gary Archer. Shout out to what's it called? T $sign Avi. She was just on right now with us. His artist that he's promoting, Gary Archer, is always throwing the alley-oop. So big shout out to him. Shout out to Gager. You know me. We trying to work it in.
Trying to get it in.
So I definitely got to tell y'all some good news after this too because of that. But for sure, we just did the first Zoom, and you know, when we first started the No Invite Podcast, a lot of it was to create a platform for artists like myself, like you, like us, all of us. You know what I mean? Sure. And basically that's what it was for. You know, I was tired of having these other platforms out here. Go ahead and cough straight more.
My bad, man.
Keep coughing into that mic.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh.
So check it out. When we did it, that's what we started it for. You know, we try to create our own, what's it called? Our own platform. We was tired of these other platforms playing God or trying to act like God and not giving people, giving people an opportunity. Now, everybody don't deserve an opportunity, obviously, but the people that did, a lot of them were getting the opportunities they needed to get that push. The opportunities
were being dictated by people that were like somewhat the fucking gatekeepers of this whole...
To go ahead and get along.
You know what I mean? Of the pushers, of everybody that's really pushing you to mass, you know what I mean, to mass audiences.
Yeah. Well, you know how it goes. It's like certain people, you know, they find themselves in positions and they feel like they can dictate what it is. But art is art, though. You know, you got to let that shit breathe. You can't just try to limit one thing to one style or style.
Everybody eats, B.
You got to push it down everywhere.
And when those platforms are not doing that, they're not giving you that, then you got to start creating your own platforms or come to this platform because that's what the fuck we do. We always make sure that we talk our pod talk, but most importantly, the show, the premise has always been also to come in and get them interviews and them in-depth looks and them opinions for these artists. So with that being said, man, OBB Half, bro, you just dropped.
Solo album out right now, 182A.
Fucking
man, and man, it was a long time in the making. We done put out a lot of projects. The catalog ain't like mainly heavy, but it's
getting there.
It's catalog is out there for it to be
for mass
established and known. You know
Real
what I
ones
mean?
know.
Real, you know what I mean? For sure. The real ones know, but it's to the point where it's like I just had to put out some solo shit. It was.
They were asking for it though.
Not only that, but it's like, man, I was so
shit, man.
I'm so in. My bad. I was so into my career. We all are so into our music careers of, you know what I mean, just doing this shit for a long time, becoming master of our craft. So it was only right. I've done mixtapes. We done compilations. We put out group albums. We did out. You know what I mean?
No, it was definitely overdue.
Joint
man.
projects, but it was just one of those things where it fuck, man. I don't know. The build up for me was more like I don't know. It felt more of a stressful build up to me than it was like an anticipated.
A little chaotic.
Yeah,
Pressure
for me
makes
it
diamonds,
felt more
Pressure
of a
diamonds.
stressful build up for me to even finish it.
I kind of feel like you were exercising some demons on that.
No, definitely I was, but it was the problem that the demons weren't even they wasn't all the way out. You know what I mean? So it was like to come back and to actually even be okay with the whole cohesive sound of it, that took a minute, you know what I mean? And then to actually get all the fine tuning and everything of this shit, that took a minute. And then to get the album cover, that took a minute. So it wasn't like just one thing took a minute. It's like every part, you know what I mean? For every domino to fall in place, it was like, none of it was a rush process at all. It was like a 3-year album. It was like I started working on this shit in 2018. It'd be like start of 2018. I think that's when I first, from Hutch, was like the beginning of 2018. So it was like, and then the first shit I recorded was like, I think that March 2018. It was like, and after that I probably did like 3 songs that year for that, and then we worked on P-World, Doper Than. So
then we jumped from Doper
Then we did from Doper Than to the originals. At the same time, still trying to balance and get shit situated for the second Gutter Minded album that we still got in the works. So nigga, it was like, it wasn't. I don't know. I think all the other albums, it was. You know what I mean? It was just. You know what I mean? It was. You know how it was, that shit. But when it came to my album, bro, it was like I didn't know how to. I wasn't 100% with how I wanted it to sound. I just know how I wanted to feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you knew.
I knew how I wanted to feel about it. I knew how I wanted to feel once I played the shit. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt once I played the shit. You know what I mean? Once I got that feeling out of the album, once I was playing the songs for myself, and I was getting the feeling like, damn, like, you know what I mean? It made you either, you know what I mean? It made you think. It made you feel something. You know what I mean? And that's when I was like, all right, I gotta put these out. I know I got something right here. For sure. That's when I knew. You know what I mean? That's when I knew. You know what I mean? That's when I said, you know what? Fuck a 15-song album. I got 11 bangers right now. Let's push these bitches.
And that's the beat of hospital, man. You gotta make that executive decision.
That's
you know
really
what? This
what it
is
was
good.
about.
I'm happy with this.
Because I could have dragged it out maybe 3 more months and did 4 more songs. We all know we used to work like fucking, man. We would work like Jackrabbits fuck, nigga. That's how we used to be in the studio, 4 or 5 songs a night. We ain't even talking about just the weekends, nigga. We was like, every day. We didn't have jobs, so it wasn't. You know what I mean? We was in the fucking studio from the fucking, you know what I mean? From like, for hours, like literally. And this wasn't just one night. This is multiple nights on end, and sometimes be in the studio all day because we ain't got nowhere else to go or nothing to do, and it was literally, you know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? So fuck. It's just like I don't. I don't feel like I lost that work ethic. I just feel like I've burnt that work ethic in my younger years. So in order for me to work like that, I would have to be like on a whole different, like super duper inspired. Like I can't even say what it would be. It would just have to have me in that mode again. You know what I mean? And then I gotta also remember, like, I'm 15 years older than I was when I was feeling like that, you know what I mean?
No, but we've got on some shit.
So like I'm not gonna say, like, you know what I mean, the age means everything, but it's just like, you know, throughout time you've done and you put in so much work and done so much, especially time in the studio where, you know, after 3-4 hours in the studio, I'm like, nigga, all right, what else is there to do in life?
I think, to be honest with you, I think I think it's just about the inspiration, because when we did the Doper Than album, we were going to different styles of shit.
For sure. That
helps. That has a lot to do with it, because
for sure plays.
I'm the same way. Like, I'm like, if I'm at home.
No, I would definitely agree with you, because if you give me some shit to do and just record at home, I'm gonna do it at my leisure and just whenever I get to it. But if we in the lab and it's time to like cook up and we all writing and vibing and niggas gotta come up with a hook and someone's gotta
It's like working out. I got the bench and shit at the house, but I don't do that shit unless I go to the gym.
Exactly.
More motherfuckers around. You like, all right, let me
now I'm
do
trying to throw this up.
Yeah, you feel me? It'd be the motivation, it'd be the feeding off each other energy.
And you get on those runs and it's like, yo, it's the one where just being in the studio for that long and how we mastered our styles and how where the sound that we got is so polished. It's like people look and they notice right out the gate, and it's because we spent those young years, like we were saying, and we done did that. And it's now like you said, we're trying to hunger for that next challenge or that next inspiration. So do you think that the part of the reason why it was such a process for the album was because it was such deep subject matter? Because, you know what I mean, a lot of it was just was breaking down instances in your childhood.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like and just the overall title, you know what I mean?
Based on the title itself, I felt like it couldn't have been something I took lightly or slightly, or something that I just rushed through, or something that I just didn't put much effort or much. You know what I mean? It definitely had to mean something to me before I even thought about it meaning anything to anyone. You know what I mean? And so once I understood that it wasn't just music that I was putting out on the album, that's why the title I had to make sure that the songs lived up to the title. You know what I mean? It wasn't. Cause
you knew when you
I knew for sure.
This is what I want my name on my album to be, and this is what I'm gonna do. Like,
bro, it was just the one where I knew the first album. It was like, bro, I can't introduce him to a rapper. You know what I mean? I can't introduce him to the rapper. You know what I mean? I can't introduce him to rapping half like that. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna put the bars and the metaphors out there, I'm gonna put it in not necessarily a story format, but in a way that it'll paint a picture for you to understand the story that I'm telling you. You feel me? So you're not gonna necessarily get a Slick Rick or a fucking, you know what I mean, or whoever type of story, like storybook rhymes, but I'm trying to paint a picture with what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is bringing up real life instances, stories, situations, occurrences, lessons, actual, you know what I mean, shit that motherfucker we had to live through. You know what I mean?
You're giving them
and it wasn't just that me, it was everybody that was in my life. It was experiencing the same hardships. We was all going through the same, not similar ass shit, brody. We all seen it firsthand. You know what I mean? We all did. You was out there on the track with us. You was out there. We all seen it. We all seen it firsthand how we all had to live. You know what I mean? And one you know what I mean? At one time or another. You know what I mean? And the album is where I pulled up the experiences from just being out there, growing up out there, living out there, having to deal with all adversity out there, having to deal with, you know what I mean, all hardships and everything that was making life fucking either worthless or worth living, you know what I mean? So it was, you know what I mean, a piece of heaven and hell.
Yeah, it's definitely, because it's like, I've seen people, and this is just my personal interactions with people that have heard the album. I've seen people that listen to the album and grew up in it like we did, in the same area, from the same spot. We all grew up together, and there's certain things that you would say that they knew right off the gate, like that. They're like, "Oh shit, he did it," you know what I'm saying? You know. And then there's people that heard the album and just heard some songs, even the same song, and you're like, "Yo, this shit fucking slaps." Like he's on some different shit. Like, I'm like, when I both instances, I realized that, you know, the substance is what actually is bringing the people in. You dig what I'm saying? The substance is what's attracting them. Like, that's when they say that the substance, just like you said, you could have been rapping half and just spit some fly shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But the fact that you put some real instances as far as like people like that we know,
Yeah,
and shit like that, or just just the everyday scenario that would happen to us.
Fucking movie.
The people that knew about it or lived around us, they could relate. That was the substance for them. Same thing with the people that had never lived around us but heard the music. They just know. They realize when it's coming from a place, like a genuine place. You dig what I'm saying?
no, definitely. That's why I feel like it resonates so deeply with a lot of people, because it's not, the whole album wasn't like, it wasn't. How do I say this without people feeling like I don't give a fuck about them? The album wasn't intended for you to feel good about yourself or feel good about anything. It was to really make you feel like, damn, like,
take
you know,
to that
like
place.
to take you to. You know what I mean? You'll have some happy moments and you'll smile about it, but overall, you know what I mean, it's gonna take you through life. You know what I mean? The you know what I mean? The ups, the downs, you know what I mean? What's gonna break and mold you? You feel me? It's not. It wasn't It wasn't necessarily like one of those feel good albums. Well, not feel good like like, you know what I mean, like something like a stupid vibe, like a real vibey album. Like yeah, we can vibe to this. It was like one of them albums where like you gotta listen. Like don't turn it up and just nod your head to it. Like you're gonna actually listen to this shit. You're not gonna just put on the beat and just think you're just slapping this shit and. Nah, you gonna hear some shit and then you gonna start listening. You know what I mean? And if you don't, then
you gonna relate.
You know what I mean?
Really like
if it's for you, then you gonna listen. It's gonna give you no. I was like, nigga, you know what I mean? I make my own music and sometimes I hate hearing myself, but when you know you made some shit that you really ain't got no choice but to start feeling it because you know how it makes you feel. You know what I mean? We done hundreds and thousands of songs, you know what I mean? Not everything makes us get that feeling. Yeah. That's certain shit that I spit that I just feel like I went hard. Yeah, I went.
And you felt it.
I went hard. Like yeah, that was cool. That was hard. But then there's shit that I spit that I'm like, nigga, like that, bro, nigga, that shit. What the, you know what I mean? But the shit that's really got the substance. It be some of that shit be the shit that, nigga make me get nigga chills still, nigga. Will make me start feeling like, you know what I mean? Like fuck, I'm glad I'm here. You know what I mean? Just like shit, like goddamn, nigga, like shit that really happened. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question too. The same question for both of y'all, but I'm gonna start with Half. So what do you think is more important nowadays with all the things that's going on and everything? That as far as how the music goes, there's so much different styles of music and so many different you could call it sub-genres or different sounds basically. What do you think's more important now? Do you think is substance or style? Or what do you think for yourself is more important, substance or style?
I'm a substance guy. I've never been a swag rapper. I've never mastered the art of swag rapping.
Hold on.
I'm peasy as fuck and I'm fly, but I'm
okay. I was gonna say, hold on, nigga.
I'm not a swag rapper where I just use finesse to make my music sound dope. You know what I mean? Like even if I'm swagging and I'm peasy.
He swag, he just don't know.
Even when I'm peasy and I'm swagging on a track, bro, it's not a.
He's not trying.
It's still gonna have some substance in it. Like it's not like, you know what I mean? You know the bullshit. You know what I mean though. You know what type of swag rap I'm talking. Just you know what I'm talking about too. You know the type of swag rap that niggas is just like, oh
these new swag
he just talking shit.
He's talking that talk.
I ain't gonna point out no niggas from a certain area, but it's a certain area. Niggas just talk shit. They talk a lot of shit. For the most part, it's just talking shit. There's no substance in it. You know what I mean?
They just talking shit.
They just talking shit.
What about you?
I got you.
What about you? Just what you think? Style or substance?
You do substance with style. It's a balance of this shit.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
we saying the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be all style. You feel me? Like,
No, for sure. I feel like you have
like
your
Nas
style.
is the peasiest nigga.
Yeah.
But he's styling that shit. You feel me? Like
and
he be
everyone
styling
has.
that shit.
I feel like I agree with you because my thing is I think if you have substance, you could always add style to it. You feel me?
Definitely.
You always have your
Machiavelli.
But
the substance is gonna hold you.
For sure, because the way
substance will make it timeless music. I feel like
exactly because the way I look at it is substance holds its weight. Styles, they go in and out.
Yeah,
you know what
they
I mean?
go.
Styles come and go. You know
Styles
what I
will
mean?
date you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Styles will date you. They'll put an expiration date on your shit.
Okay, yeah, I got you
give
now.
you a
I
shelf
wasn't really
life.
looking at it like, yeah, okay, I
You
got
know what I
you
mean?
now.
But
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because we basically, what we're saying, we all do it. We all have the swag. We could get on some shit. We could if we really wanted to. But the way we do our music and how we like our music, we have a combination of style and a combination of substance. So no matter what you get on, you're gonna say some shit that's gonna make a motherfucker think, and it's gonna have long. We've been practicing these this shit too, like, you know what I mean? Because we always, when we're doing them 10,000 hours in the studio, we get on any kind of beat, as long as it's slapped, and we try to expand our sound and just expand and see what it is, and just to know that we could do it. Like you said, everything don't make it everywhere, but you know what I mean? I agree that you could always have substance, and sometimes alone that substance and the shit, the way you talk is your swag and is your style and is like what people attracts people to you. You know what I'm saying?
Like Katie said, he started his album in 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
And I got songs I be listening to in my email, like, hella old, but relevant as fuck now. Like,
sound
like,
sound is still out there.
Bro, you just made this? Nah, it's old as fuck.
Everything is new to somebody. You know what I mean? Everybody don't know everything. Everything's new to somebody, but it's like, you could tell, like, for instance, what was that? The party, everyone was like, oh, the party like a rock star, party like back in the day. That shit, people like that. I liked it when it came out. It wasn't like I'm running around slapping it, but when it came out, I was like, yo, that shit's dope. That's a new style. It's different. Didn't really have a lot of legs. Not to talk shit about it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure they'll tell you the same thing.
But then if you notice that everybody started going with that style.
I was going to say, everybody
started going with that style. They was going with that style but honestly, if you look at it, that shit died.
It went back. I think that
it kept evolving, I feel though.
It did evolve, but it...
Because Wayne took it over, then you had the Roscoe Dashes and the Young
Thugs
Thugs today.
It changed. It never stayed the same.
So, you want to know though?
If you didn't change with it, then you were stuck in the past.
I feel like if you had substance, you would have traveled with your shit. Going back to the substance, if you had substance doing that kind of style, you know you're evolving, and as the years go by, you could keep doing stuff because the substance is always gonna carry you. You know what I mean? But when you dedicate solely to that type of style, and it starts evolving away from what you are. And if you can't evolve with it, or you can't keep going, then that's when you see people get dated. You see people not come out of that. Like, they'll come, because there was a lot of successful people that I'm not gonna say one hit wonders, because I'm sure that they made a lot of money, or they've had other stuff that probably didn't ran through the machine like that, to where everybody knew it. You know, hit the pop culture shit. But for the most part, a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of if you look at the decades. A lot of people, they're just prisoners of that decade, and they never really stretched past that because they were so married to a certain sound, and you know, there wasn't a lot of evolution. And it's like, when you have substance and you have an open mind to evolve, I feel like you'll go way farther when it comes to that. So I just wanted to get that opinion from both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because that's something that I've been thinking about. Yeah, style and substance.
Still dropping out. Spody still dropping out.
Yeah, and the last one was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. He had me back listening, because I mean, my thing with him was always just his beat selection. It's like,
he had to hit with Hit Boy.
Yeah, you know, he got with Hit Boy now. He got somebody they get Hit Boy. You feel me? So,
for real.
So what's the plans for 182 as far as moving forward now? Obviously, you're doing your press run right now. This is
right now I'm just doing this press run. I'm about to start shooting a couple more videos for it. I got a little something up my sleeve. I got something in the works for everybody. A little secret. I got something. I can't say too much of what it is, but something special for the 182 AP. Everybody that, you know what I mean? Everybody that copped it, streamed it, supported it, slapped it. Everybody that, you know what I mean? Everybody that was fucking with it. I got something special for y'all. Y'all stay tuned for that for sure. But more albums in the works. We got, you know what I mean? We got some joint projects in the works. We got some singles about to drop. We got some shit. And we got work in the works. We got work in the works, and we got work working. But definitely, Ray, just promo running this shit right now, brother. Trying to push this shit, you know what I mean? Run it. About to do a couple videos. I'm not totally 100% decided on which songs yet, but yeah, that's it, man. Do a kind of radio interview this Saturday coming up on the 13th at the OzCat. So yeah, man, just trying to push this shit everywhere in front of everybody's face.
Be all in their face. They ain't gotta like it, but they gonna have to deal with
just
it.
put it all in their face and definitely in their ears, man. Just
in and around.
in and around.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. That's all they need.
You dig? That's real talk though. The press run is real right now. 182A. In case you guys didn't know, it's out.
Yes, it's out right now. All digital platforms.
All digital platforms. Produced entirely by Hutch Slap Something.
Produced entirely by Hutch Slap Something.
Mixed and mastered entirely by Hutch Slap Something. So you know that. Yeah, that's a guy, man. That's one guy.
That she got some black.
He got a little bit of range. You feel me?
Yeah, they ain't even know the whole shit.
The whole album is from 1 to 11. Every joint on there, mixed, mastered, produced.
Yeah,
Same
that's
person.
the guy.
Help it give it. I feel like it also that helped it a lot. Get it that cohesive sound.
For sure, bro. That was a whole.
Kinda
that was
like your
another
project.
reason why I didn't. I wanted to do an album with one producer. You know what I mean? Just so he could help me find my sound for that album.
Yeah.
Cause really, it was in a. It was a.
It was a vibe.
It was a mixture of a lot of fucking feelings on that album. So to get him to capture all that shit, it was like it's for it to happen the way it did. It was magic. It took some time, but it was worth the wait.
Yeah. See, we always been about like whatever the dopest record. We mix master producers on stuff like that. But even with the Smoking EP that you dropped right now, bro, like all of them produced by the same person, you could tell.
Shout out Smack. Shout out Smack.
Smack. You know what I mean? You could tell when one artist locks in with a producer, and you could tell the quality sometimes. Because when you got the same dude and he knows you, it's not just okay. I'm only doing it with this person's beats. But when you got a producer you really vibe with, and he knows what you want,
knows your sound.
It helps translate better to the music. It's
that's
like
why we all work so
up,
great with Alex J, bro. He understood motherfucking sound,
and not only just the sound,
you know what I mean?
The mix, like how
he understood. He really got to vibe with motherfucking sound and style, and he really knew how to build and tailor to that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was dope. Rest up, brother.
Man. Shout out Alexander J, man. Shout out the guys, man. Yeah, and bro, like to me as I'm speaking when I listen to y'all music, I listen as a fan, I listen as a potential like customer. I try to when I examine people's stuff, I try to put myself in not only their shoes, like okay, this is how he's coming, right, and try to understand like what the direction of where they were going with their album. But I also put myself in the stance of the consumer.
Shoes, yeah.
The consumer. Put myself in the fan perspective. Like, yo, this shit, like, what's my favorite? You guys are my personal favorites.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I got to.
And then I also put it, because that's how I look at things. I analyze a lot, and I always look at everything. I like that, sometimes the most simplistic stuff be the best, and sometimes it's really elaborate, but it's like, it's dope too. Yeah, it's a different angle. So I like the fact that I like the one producer vibe, the whole shit. You know what I mean? To me, that's probably the best combination in my opinion. And when you get a producer and you lock down with them, and they do all the things that they're supposed to do, and you do all the things you're supposed to do, that's when you get them, like you get that substance. You feel me?
You get that real fucking vibe, bro.
That real vibe, man.
That real vibe and understanding of how to make a cohesive. You know what I mean? Just a sound with each other. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what really brings out the art in the artist. You know what I mean? That brings out the artistry. It really does. I feel.
I do too, cause that when it comes to music,
ain't nothing wrong.
It brings something to vibe out.
For sure. Ain't nothing wrong with dealing with multiple producers on an album. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It gives you fucking masterpiece albums been made with multiple producers. I'm just saying, it's a good ass sound whenever you hear that.
Well, a lot to be said about working with one person that knows your sound, because then it's.
But different. Now if the motherfucker ain't got range and you sitting there and every beat's gonna sound like
The same.
You know, we all got beat packs where every fucking beat was sounding the same. You're like, bro, you want me to pick 5 and they all 5 sound the same? Nigga, what the fuck? You just sent me a beat pack of 11 beats that have every single fucking same bass drum in it. Fucking every single snare and hi-hat is the same as shit.
You know what fucks with me is when a producer sends me the beats that he knows nobody want.
Bro,
why you send them to me? Like, you think I want them now? Because I know these ain't the beat. Because I'll hear your other beats that you give other artists or artists pay for.
It's the one where I don't even solicit my verses for beats from niggas no more. Like, bro, I be in my emails and I be like, I didn't even know this niggas was trying to send me beats, bro. Like, what the fuck? I didn't even look. I didn't even notice. Like, it don't even hit me in the fucking DM no more because it goes to the spam DM box. Yeah. And I don't read that one. You know how it goes. You gotta accept the request. I don't look at that one.
You shouldn't look at that one. A lot of them is trash.
I'll go to my emails and I'll see it and they'll be like, hey bro, I got at you on IG. Whoop, I sent you a beat pack. Let me know if you. Bro, I understand y'all position and I feel it, but man, like. That's the reason why I don't reach out to producers. I stopped fucking with a lot of producers, even producers we was fucking with from around the way that we was fucking with. You know what I mean? Like, niggas either play too much, they either cat, or it was just the niggas had the same sounds, and I had to.
And niggas' work ethic don't be.
Yeah.
It don't be matching ours. That's not tooting, like, you feel me? Like,
no,
if I pay you, bro, give my beats. Like,
niggas professionalism don't be there. You feel me?
Sucking, bro.
Yeah, no, real talk, because
and then you end up being called a bully or something because you end up getting on a nigga helmet because he's taking hella long or.
My thing is just having a clear understanding.
Assassinate your character.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And a lot of people.
I'm a bully. We all know that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it with you. Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't fuck with us.
I ain't punking no producers or engineers or fucking nobody like that. I'm not even trying to get down like that. I'm just like, man, like. You know how some niggas be, man. You fuck with them for a minute and then they start catting on them.
Too comfortable.
They start getting too friendly with shit. Like, nigga, we still gotta make.
This is still
music.
business.
Yeah, it's still a business.
And my thing, that's how I am. That's why a lot of people don't fuck with us though, because it's like, if I'm straight up, I'll tell you what I expect before I spend my money. Like, yo, does this work for you? Don't tell me what I want to hear and then have me waiting weeks, 2 weeks, month. I'm like, look, man, like. You wasting my time now. Like I had plans. You told me this amount of time. So I put on my moves like dominoes, you feel me? One fall, another one fall, another one, throw it all into motion so that way I get the least resistance, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
When you do shit like that, it's like, don't be surprised if you count on me once, count on me twice, but I'm surprised if I just don't, like, I don't need it. Like, it ain't nothing personal, but I ain't fucking with you. I've had cats send us beat packs, whack ass beats, bro. Like, these ain't even your dope beats. These are just trash beats. And I'm like, and he talking about, I'm going to do a compilation. I'm like, bro, I'm checking out the other beats you sending out to people posting them and stuff like that. I'm like, why he got a nice beat? Why these 2 beats sound like they ain't even made by the same motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? like, so, because of shit like that.
That shit makes me boil.
Yeah, I don't like
when I get a beat pack and I hear that beat pack is whack as fucking and I go and listen to the beats that you got these other niggas rapping on and you go, what the fuck?
Produced by this hella tight. I'm like, yo, where these beats? Where these type of beats?
A half a slap.
Hey, it's one thing if you trying to give me some beats, but nigga, these is the beats you trying to sell me. Nigga, what the fuck? Get your ass up out of here.
Yeah. And it's crazy because it's like,
it's the one where you gotta kill them with kindness and just act like you never seen it.
For real.
But honestly though, that's also a good thing because when people act like that, bro, that just forces you to open up your network more. Cast your net out more because, my producer from Frisco. I'm from Pittsburgh. You feel me? I've done try to mess with the home team and do all that stuff. And sometimes it works. There's cats that I've worked with and we still cool to this day, But as we are as rappers and musicians, bro, we always searching for a different style, a different sound. So if I do some stuff with you and I ain't seen you in a while, if I fuck with you and you straight up, I'm gonna do some more music with you eventually. But I'm moving around like I'm a free spirit when it comes to these beats, but. What I'm not is like, what I'm not is gonna waste a motherfucker time, and I don't want my time wasted. So, and
Straight
don't try
up.
to downplay us neither, because we get a lot of that shit. Motherfucker try to downplay you, try to put you on the bullshit beat. You know what I'm saying? Because they know already that you finna do something.
Yeah.
So you gonna get real dangerous on that beat and kill that shit, and they gonna have a problem with it. So. I'm all for communication, man. I'm all for it straight up. And once we've had an understanding and you bullshit, then I just keep it moving. So just know that. And you're the same way. I'm pretty sure you guys are the same way when it comes to that shit. But yeah, no, most definitely. When can really, bro? When can you see yourself dropping another solo album? Like, when do you think you got like a follow up coming up, or in mind, like? But like, do you like
definitely
no time frame or just
definitely? I'm gonna try to follow up this summer. But I like I said, man, I got something special for everybody soon, man. I'm another solo album. Like a full length solo album, probably be after this summer. I'll probably start working on it real soon. You know what I mean? Nigga already been having songs sitting on the sideline, but it's like, man, I can't push out some old shit, like. Especially after putting out the 182A, I can't put out some old shit unless it's like on some comp shit or some mixtape shit for sure. Everything that I push out for a solo album has got to be fresh. I think for this next solo album though, I think I'm gonna reach out to some names, maybe a couple, maybe two, at least two known and verified names in the game that actually are reputable and actually doing something, making, moving, grinding. Ain't got they fucking nose all in the air and fucking, you know what I mean?
Don't see you and know who you are, just keep walking like you're a stranger and shit.
It's not on some
weirdo y'all shit. Niggas need to cut that shit out, bro. A lot of you niggas,
not on
bro.
some weirdo shit.
I can tell if I get it if I had a mask on and you didn't see me, but motherfucker,
bro,
you know
y'all
me,
niggas.
Don't act like
it
that.
Ain't
Man.
even
It ain't
that.
that serious.
I'm a regular guy.
Yeah, man. And don't be assuming you know how we feel about anything, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something, if you want to talk business or whatever, or if you feel some kind of way, man, just speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about communication. We men, you know what I'm saying? When we out here doing what we doing, I can't always catch everybody's wave. I can't always catch what you're doing. So just know that if the best form of communication is direct communication. Be direct. What's up? Talk to me. You feel me?
Be direct. Cause you know we rapping in circles around you niggas, man. So pay homage, man. So pay fucking homage.
Don't look down when you see us, man.
Don't look down. Don't be a clown now.
Fuck the bullshit, like Cole said, man.
No, but for real though, man.
But yeah,
no
man.
No room or energy for that bullshit.
You can't be acting like an industry cat and you ain't even signed yet. You
know
what I'm saying? I mean, even then, it's not cool to act like that. But I'm just saying, you can't. Don't act. Don't.
It be motherfuckers like that got me feeling antisocial. You know what I mean? That got me feeling like I don't want
energy. You just want to.
You don't want to open up and be yourself to these niggas. You rather be the person they think you are, a dickhead, an asshole. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be a cool nigga with them because you already know they some fucking
niggas. You want to get to know me, like you know what I mean? Time to know who I am or what I do. So you gonna act funny and weird and shit.
Bro,
Steve Urkel ass niggas.
Let's do this music, man. Let's do this fucking music, B.
Yo, hey, for real. So check this out, okay? How can they find you? How can people out here looking? Because you know this is all over. We're all over the world, Craig.
Hey man, y'all know y'all can find me if y'all looking for my music. Y'all go look up OBB Half. That's where you gonna find the latest and the greatest. That's where you gonna find the latest. I don't know about the greatest. The greatest is gonna be like
greatest is yet to come, man. Come on,
yeah, you know what I mean. So you gotta wait on that. But yeah, I got some greats all in that bitch, all through there. You can find me all on everything, every digital outlet, every digital platform. But you know what I mean. If you wanna find me on social media, you go to OBB_half, and I'm there, man. I'm there. Go to my Spotify page, whatever. You know, go look me up. I'm out there. I got some shit in store. I got some shit coming out the cuts. I'm still working on some clothes, man. Put some clothes on your hoes.
Nah. It's cold out, but a hoe
Nah,
never
but for real though, man.
Yeah,
man. Y'all can find me at OBB Half at IG. I really don't be on Facebook. I don't be on Twitter, Twitch.
Y'all can look it up also. Shit. Look up for the song, the video out right now on YouTube, 182A.
For sure. Go look out for that new video out right now. Go look it up on Shimo Media YouTube.
As well as the 182A album, the same title as the video.
All right,
out right now, all digital platforms. Make sure you guys go do that. Make sure that you guys also stream, download, fucking comment, whatever. If you want to slander motherfuckers, go on ahead and take your best shot. You know what I mean? All the haters, we welcome to hate too, because you know you watching. You know what I'm saying?
You
motherfuckers is watching. Jizzle, how can they get a hold of you, man? Where can they find you at?
Oh man, Jizzle the Mayor, 2P's, IG. Yeah, man. When whatnot, cash at me, bitch. You know who I am.
Yeah. Send it through.
EP
Jizzle the Mayor, EP Smoking. Reaction. I just dropped a single. Mayor Mondays. That's gonna be a regular thing. Every Monday I'm dropping content. Mixtape Mondays, Mayor Mondays, something. It's gonna be something for you. So stay tuned.
There you have it. You already know this, the Knowing Vibe podcast episode. I want to say. Oh, hold on, bro. I don't want to fuck.
He said episode. Hold on, bro.
Because we just did an episode, so we got a bunch of episodes.
We working.
So, anyways, this is episode 57. Season 3, the progression. We name more seasons and stuff like that. You can go to any major podcasting platform and look up No Invite Podcast. You can find us there. You can also find us on. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel RiBirth Media Filmz. That's RiBirth Media Filmz with a Z, Filmz. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be having YouTube. We already got vlogs. We're going to be having all the Zoom episodes loaded up to the podcast, as well as every audio episode. We'll have them all on the YouTube channel. That helps us out a lot. It also helps us out if you write a review. Hit that rating button, rate us 5 stars, whatever. 1 star don't matter, you know what I mean? We love the hate too. But rate us 5 stars if you fuck with us. Help us get boosted up in the rankings so other people can find this podcast, and then we could make some money, and then that way I can start acting real brand new on y'all.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm me, you're you, this is Known by One. Episode 57 is a wrap. Just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to OBB Half, Jizzle the Mayor, 182A, the album, out right now on all digital platforms. And we couldn't let you get away without something for you. So here goes All That by OBB Half, produced by Hutch Slap Something, off the 182A album. You're welcome.
Right, you have the usual. You know it, make it a double.
Baby, I'm all that. If I ain't a real dog, then what do you call that? I'm all that, bitch, I'm all that. Throw dick down your walls and probably won't call back. All that, bitch, I'm all that. What? Hey, I'm all that, baby, I'm all that. Hey, if a bitch got a bird brain, I'ma hit her with the swerve game. But if she giving good head, I'ma call her by her birth name. Baby, what's your first name? And your number 2. You got a man at home when you need something new. I be on call, like what it do. You make my hotline bling and I be coming through. And you know I keep it on me, better keep it cool. Suck a nigga used to get his ass beat at school. I was skipping class, cheating tests, breaking rules. Selling meth, smoking weed and giving bitches blues. All that in a bag of chips, bag your bitch. Had her at the telly, butt naked while we bagging zips. Off the lot, straight to the shop, get the blackest tin. Chauffeur around to young niggas with ARs in the back of it. All that, baby, I'm all that. If I ain't a real dog, then what do you call that? I'm all that, bitch, I'm all that. Throw dick down your walls and probably won't call back. All that, bitch, I'm all that. What? Hey, I'm all that, baby, I'm all that. Hey. All that, baby, I'm all that. If I ain't a real dog, then what do you call that? Throw dick down your walls and probably won't call back. Put a bitch on pause, she ain't talking about long bread. No cap, I use a face as a catcher's mitt. Now you gon' wipe me down or is you catching me? Bend it over, baby, arch your back a bit. Love a freaky girl on some nasty shit, but I need a good girl on some classy shit. She wear a dress and rock a bag to keep it ratchet in. She want my weed to get the stuff in if they apprehend. And if the money won't fold, we gon' stack it in. Bustin' down balls when the package hit. And we ain't jugging no one, bro, we taxin' shit. Bringin' nothing to the table, get your cancer quick. And I be sliding with this pole like a dancing bitch. All that, baby, I'm all that. If I ain't a real dog, then what do you call that? I'm all that, bitch, I'm all that. Throw dick down your walls and probably won't call back. All that, bitch, I'm all that. Huh? What? Hey, I'm all that, baby, I'm all that. Hey, hey.